Hello everyone and welcome back yet again to another drum playthrough review. Thank you all for tuning in and stopping by. Great to have everybody here. For all you who are brand new, hello and welcome. My name is Nick. I am a drummer, multi-instrumentalist amongst other things, and the reason why we do videos like these is so that way we can take and learn from the arts of drummers who are much better than us, break down their technique and analyze it to a nice and easy to digest form, use it so that way we can become better musicians and in turn improve our craft as much as we possibly can. And we've got a legend that we're reviewing today. So I'm sure you guys have heard of his name before, especially since you've seen the thumbnail. You probably clicked on it already. This is a drummer we've reviewed previously on the channel before, and this dude is absolutely insane. The dude's an absolute nutcase. He plays insanely crazy, and he's an absolute master of polyrhythms and a master of just overall limb unity. He can play stuff with each four of his limbs that is just insanely crazy, insane polyrhythms going on there. I'm sure, like I've said, you guys have heard of his name and heard of his band, Meshuggah, and his name is Thomas Haake, known for playing songs and writing songs such as Bleed, Clockworks, amongst other amazing hits that band has had. Dude's an absolute legend. And we're going to be checking out a Clockworks playthrough today that he did because I think there's a lot that we can learn from this fella. This guy has got a lot of insane, crazy technique that we can learn from, and I feel like it's great if we can take that, we can draw as much as we can from it. It's going to ultimately help us at the end of the day if we can take a look at a guy who's better than us like this and just analyze his technique. All right, well, why don't we go ahead and get into it? Because I feel like with Thomas Haake, there's always lots of lessons to learn from this guy. This guy's an absolute legend and a powerhouse. Before we start, though, I check my YouTube analytics as any good creator should, and only about 0.7% of you guys are actually subscribed to the channel. What are you guys doing with your lives? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. We do a lot of fun stuff and a lot of videos just like this on here. We're going to have a lot more fun content coming your way, so stick around. It's going to be a fun journey. All right, well, without further ado, ladies and gents, let's get into the Clockworks playthrough by Thomas Haake. Let's go. Already, we got weird time signatures and polyrhythms going on. He's got a constant eighth note pattern going on with the hi-hat there. This is some crazy stuff going on. He's doing something different with each hand and with each foot. That's crazy. So it looks like he's splitting up a triplet between his feet and his hands when he's doing that. That's pretty good. I like that. Absolutely nutty. And he's just grooving out the whole time. He's staying focused with that metronome, that's for sure. So just looking at it real quick with it, obviously using a lot of wrist technique, full leg motion when it comes to the feet, which more than likely means he's playing a little bit more heel up. Can't really tell from this angle though, obviously because his feet aren't in the picture, but I can only assume that's what it means. Yeah, so definitely there's a lot of good wrist technique going on there. And he doesn't look like he's straining too hard to play something like this. It looks like he's keeping really good power with it and good consistency. Yeah, he's doing split triplets between his bass drums and his snare. Yeah, he's doing split triplets with it. Oh, this is funky. He's focused, man. He's doing that the whole time. He's focused, man. Honestly, though, Thomas Haake can challenge a lot of really famous progressive drummers. This dude's got some insane chops going on there. Really crazy stuff. It sounds like it's a 6/8 pattern right there. Yeah, he's got polyrhythms going in inside of polyrhythms from here. This is crazy. Even some modulated parts going on in here. This is really crazy. It's really hard because I'm trying to sit here and analyze exactly like what the time signatures are, and it's just, there's a lot of confusing stuff going on here, so I can barely even tell. He's got the pulsing 4/4 going on with the cymbal, and then he's got a triplet pattern going on with the snare. It's split up between the bass drum and the snare drum. There's a lot going on. Actually, I just noticed something. Where is his ride cymbal at? And there's someone walking in the background of the video in the studio. He's definitely built a very unique style of using all these polyrhythms to his advantage. I don't think there's really anybody that can drum like Thomas Haake, dude. This guy's built some insane styles going on. And even his ghost notes sound powerful. That's what's crazy. And they're ghost notes. That's the crazy thing. Oh, that is insane stuff, dude. Meshuggah is the king for a reason. That is insanely crazy. Well, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's jump into the review real quick because there's still a lot to cover that we haven't talked about with Thomas Haake. That's insane. All right, well, let's talk about Thomas Haake, man. Thomas Haake is definitely somebody that he knows how to utilize polyrhythms and all that to his advantage to make an absolutely insanely technical and crazy song that helps to complement and benefit the guitars and the bass drums and not the bass drums, the guitars, the bass guitars, and all that stuff as well. Even how he interlocks with Jens, the vocalist, is something that you just don't really hear very commonly. Especially in bands. Like sometimes the drums can help to just add a lot of power behind the vocals and stuff like that. Because you'll even notice on some of the snare hits, he's going timing right along with the vocals right when he's doing stuff. You know what I'm saying? He's timing it along with the vocals to help give it some more impact with certain words. And I think that's absolutely sick. That's something I feel like a lot of drummers don't do anymore, and that's something I would like to see happen a lot more because it makes it feel so much more impactful, and I think it's absolutely crazy. I definitely wish more drummers would do that nowadays. It would make songs feel a lot more unique. So breaking down his technique, he's definitely using a lot of wrist motion. He's definitely using a lot of full leg motion, more than likely with heels up because that's usually what people do when they're doing full leg. Although that's not always the case. I've seen some people do it heel down, but it's just not as common anyways. But just based on other videos of the dude I've seen, it's more than likely heel up. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's a good solid technique to use, especially with songs like this that he's playing where he's going to be focused more like when he's focusing more on like split triplets. At the end of the day, it's pretty darn cool. I will say that for sure. Now, as far as those polyrhythms are concerned, that takes a lot of practice and a lot of effort to do. And more than likely, you're probably not going to be able to just play them overnight unless you are some sort of a God-gifted prodigy. So what are ways that you can help to benefit yourself in learning these polyrhythms? One of which is to practice it slow. Now, I mentioned this too with another video recently. Using phrases broken up with their patterns into what's known as an anagram can help you to actually learn polyrhythms as well. So for example, I know there was a guy who I saw, it's the Drummer's Almanac. The dude's an absolutely really great channel, and I highly recommend you check it out. I've already shouted him out once before recently, but I'm doing it again anyway, just because using anagrams can help you to really understand polyrhythms. So like he has an example of a 5 versus 3 rhythm where it's I like to sing, but I can't. You know what I'm saying? Where you split up the sentence into a pattern in which it can help you memorize the polyrhythm. So, I like to sing, but I can't. I like to sing, but I can't. Doing simple tricks like that can help you to master a polyrhythm and learn a polyrhythm and help instill that into muscle memory, because every time you're sitting there playing it, you're thinking, I like to sing, but I can't. I like to sing, but I can't. It really helps you to really build that solid muscle memory that is not going to fail you, especially on a live gig. Definitely take these things slow because you're not going to learn these polyrhythms overnight. It takes a lot of time and practice, and the best way to actually instill it into muscle memory is to learn it slow. So with these tips in mind, have at it. Have some absolute fun, because polyrhythms are some of the most fun things that you can play when you're playing any instrument. Trust me, I absolutely love polyrhythms. I think they're sick. Let me know what you guys thought down below in the comments. Don't forget also to subscribe, share, like, and all that other stuff. We do videos like this twice a week, every week, so don't forget to just tune into the channel, see the other videos that I got similar to this, because I guarantee there's some more stuff you like on here. And with all that being said, y'all, that's the end of this playthrough review, so thanks for tuning in and stopping by. Great to have y'all here, and I will see y'all in the next playthrough review. So cheers, everybody. Have a great rest of your night.